What map was it? I think that was back on like 19 or 15 or 7. I don't know. One of the old farm sims. I think it was 19. We used a stationary baler on there like crazy. That one. It was on West Bridge, I think. We ran it ton. Tons and tons. Quite fun. Yo. Alright, thanks for the gift subs, man. I appreciate those. Do appreciate them. You got goatee. Oh. Appreciate it, bro. No problem. You know I'm always here for the science. Always. Always here for it. Did we? I don't remember that. Abs, but it could be. Could be. Once we get going back and forth, this should be a whole lot better. Outside rounds, they always suck. I just figured we needed more than 2 because of the small header. There we go. The theory is the baler will be empty by the time we get back up to there with a full load. It definitely should be. Now, if we had that giant header like we normally run when we're chaffing, then bailing probably wouldn't be a good idea. We'd have to get a bunker then. And well, there's no room for a bunker anywhere, so we just won't do that. Definitely not going to do that. This corn is definitely green, green chop though. Nice and green out there. Love the way the corn looks on this map. It's gonna be such an adjustment period when we go to our next map, whatever it's gonna be. And the corn doesn't look like this. It's gonna be kind of sad, to be honest. Is this corn just, oh, looks so good. Lost, that's funny. That's funny. You got yours to work, or you got mine to work, but you couldn't get yours to work? I was hoping he would start and switch to you, but I guess he's not interested. There he goes. Alright. That's funny, Lust. Which, boy, that did work well. It really did. It did almost that whole field with hardly any like input by me, you know. It was great. It was awesome. You were upset with yourself. Don't be upset with yourself. Don't be upset. All right. Load. All right, I have fixed my windows now. Okay. Windows have been reset. Oh man. All right, so he gets to this east corner of this field, and he's gonna start going back and forth. So that should be good. Could be a lot better than doing these outside rounds. We could probably put that reverse auger wagon on him if we really wanted to. That lizard auger wagon we tend to use. Doing corn, I don't know. Yeah, it's actually lost. Do you ever use you use auto drive for your trucks? Or no? That's my favorite way to do it. Course play the combines, auto drive the trucks, I run wagon. That's what I like doing that. That is what I prefer to do. Like if streaming isn't a thing for me someday and I got to go get a real job, I'm going to go find a job as a farmer running an auger wagon. What I want to do. Don't worry about it, chat. It's fine. That's it. That's all I want to do. Run a grain cart. You betcha. But that's how I like to do it. What, do I have my wait time on so they don't disconnect from auto drive? Well, I don't know. Whatever it is out of the box, Jeff. I don't mess with that. You have them on pick up and deliver and they'll sit there forever. I've never had a problem with them disconnecting. Like a semi-truck going from a field to a grain bin, I've never had a problem with that disconnecting or anything. Okay, now it looks like we're going to drive. Actually, I don't know where we're going. We're going up here, I think. Yeah, we're going up there. Yeah. Then we get to start our back and forth. Hooray. Hooray. And we're starting on the kind of the right side of the field, too. That's good. That's good. Oh. That's right, Lost. Yep. Yeah, that's a pain to use bins. We've done it. It's not fun. With auto drive. It's annoying. Tom, what? No, not that I'm aware of. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night, though, Tom. No, I did. I stayed in my own bed. Not that I'm... No. I mean, I had like one meal a day. Does that count? I don't know. Oh, man. Thank you, I guess, Tom. I don't know. Normally, you look super fat, but like tonight... Need to buy the big farmyard because it has a silo. Gotcha. Gotcha. You know, I really like the concept of using the grain bins, you know, with like augers and stuff. I really do. I love that concept. But they're so finicky. It's just, and augers move, especially in multiplayer. I don't know if they do it in single player, but like augers move and I just, nope. 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 Not about it. Actually, the first thing I did to this map was get rid of the grain bins and put the AGI bin setup in that has, you know, the drive over and everything built into it. Yeah. Like the first thing I did before we started playing this map. Because this map came with, I think it was 3 grain bins and 1 big auger, 1 little auger. Over there where our bin setup is now, and like that's great and all, but no, I'm not doing that. Not about it. That's all right. All good. Yeah, you're blocked by an object. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. If you leave it connected to a tractor, it'll stay put. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, no, it's fun. I love the concept of it. I really do. But I've just had problems with it, you know. That's all right. It's all good. Sanchez will catch you. Where Pops is going right now. 9 o'clock at night, Pops. Where you go? Sarge, go ahead and take. I'm 95. I'll just go. Oh, Tom. Let's see if we can do this chat. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, I gotta get over a little bit more here. There we go. Maybe that'll. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, we're doing it now. You betcha. Let's go. We got the stationary baler here, putting bales right into storage, wrapping them up for us and dunking them into storage. So basically we're doing this instead of a bunker. That's all. So yeah. This instead of a bunker. Oh. You know, Trent told me that he said something about the front being slower to unload this trailer. Good gosh, he was right. The baler's faster than me, I think. Real close. No, I get it, Lust. I just wish it worked better. You know what I mean? That's my thing. I would use it if they didn't move and it worked better. I would use augers all the time in this game. I really would. I like them. Just if they worked better. I'm gonna be here for a month unloading this trailer like this, chat. The baler's actually faster than me. The baler was waiting on chaff. This is great. If that's not nostalgia for anybody that's ever, you know. It's making some weird noises over there, chat. I've lost like half my game sound, so. Okay. Having to maneuver without running the baler over. Alright, we're gonna switch to the back gate here. So much faster. Alright. So much faster. Up the discharge rate. Where John crashes the server? Never, Sean. I would never. A pole type JD come like, oh my goodness. Amazing. That's amazing. That's pretty awesome. See, even that messing around though, that, you know, I'm here in time. Here in plenty of time, chat. Which one is... Oh yeah, Sarge is only 75%. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We could have probably unloaded that whole time through the side door and been just fine. That's all right. So next time we do this, maybe a slightly larger forage harvest. Actually, let's do some looking here, because you know there is this thing here, and you put this on the front of your tractor. Okay, 3-point hitch here, right? 2, 3, and a PTO and some hydraulics, and then you put the header right on that. The problem is, like, this header takes 375 horsepower. And that's basically what we're running now as far as like meter wise. So I don't know what tractor you could run these with. 580 horsepower. Because in theory you'd want to have a front PTO. What's this? A Thursday night stream? Farmer Nick, I've been streaming Thursdays for like the whole year so far. Trent, yeah, it's doing fine. It's just, you know, not a huge header, but this field was going to take just over an hour. So that's not bad. But yeah, Farmer Nick, welcome in. Dad's schedule at work changed. Basically, he's only working 2 days a week, except for right now he's working like a lot more. And so he's off on Thursdays, so we usually go, like, you know, adventuring to the farm or do something on Thursdays during the day. And so I changed to Thursdays at night, basically. So yeah, we've been doing this since first of the year. Oh yeah. And then actually most Fridays I start at like 3 o'clock. Tomorrow we're starting at 5 because we're playing ATS. But that's too much ATS if I start at 3. So we'll start at 5 tomorrow night. Now I could play something else first, but we probably won't do that tomorrow. Although I was looking the other day at some of my like Twitch numbers. And like being sick for that week and not really doing any like bonus streams, by the way, my numbers as far as like hours streamed are like nothing this for the month of April. But when you miss, you know, a week and a little bit due to, or a week, you know, because being sick, it happens. So yeah, I just thought it was kind of funny actually looking at that. I was like, what the heck? But then I was like, oh yeah, I was sick for a week, so it makes sense. Because I think in March I streamed for like 155 hours, and when I checked just like yesterday or something, I was only at like 88 hours for April. Like, whoa. Normally I'm like 130 hours or something a month. Something like that. Not that the numbers really matter, or, you know, the hours, whatever, you know. I just thought it was kind of interesting. But that's what'll happen when you miss a week being sick. Plus I haven't done any like Tuesday night streams. So that was usually 4, 5, 6 hours right there, you know. Especially when we were playing all that railroader. Those hours added up, man. For sure. Yeah, I was amused by it. Like, all right. If you didn't know I was sick, you would look at that and be like, what happened? What happened to this guy? He just disappeared. That's all right. It is all good. You got invited to a 4-year. Oh, wow. Interesting. I'll be on there too tomorrow night. Not part of that, but, you know,
Oops.
What's up, Sarge?
I looked away for a second.
If you had a fin on the top of that tractor, I'd call you Jaws right now. It's all right. It happens. Don't look at the soybean field over yonder, okay? I actually fell asleep earlier when I was messing around here. I dozed off a little bit while I was driving the tracks. Hell, ended up in the middle of a soybean field. That's all right. It happens. All right, this should be my last pass, by the way. I'm at 90% right now. I like all the crop construction we're doing too to the stalks. How they're all run down. It looks so good. The harvester's not running them down. Us tippers are running down plenty out here. That's for sure. Actually, I guess it's the wagons. It's not, at least not my tractor. That's all right. All good. Right. Go check how many bales we have so far. Although actually I can do that from here. Once it pops up the, there we go. We're up to 44 bales already, Sarge.
Yeah.
Wow. Getting after it. Building holds 200 or something, right?
50.
250, okay, yeah. Alright. I fill her up. Maybe not. We got longer rows coming up too, though. We can always go over to that other cornfield too if we really want to. If we want to, we could. Definitely don't have to. We had too many people to play convoy. A couple times ago when we played, like back in December or January or something, so we made the switch. We play in the arcade server though, because we like to have fun, I think is the term. Yeah, we'll go with that. Trent likes to, you know, if you've seen Trent drive, you know. So, yeah, we play in the arcade server. We'll be in there tomorrow night, starting at 5 Central. Oh, yeah. I gotta make sure it's updated. I haven't checked in a while. It's been like a month. Gotta check that tonight, make sure it's good to go. Should have had Trent check his earlier today, too. That's all good. How much horsepower does that baler take? Oh, that only takes 120 horsepower, Sarge. Run that baler. The more you know. Yeah, I guess it is just a round baler with a lot more hydraulics. Basically. Interesting. Very interesting. Gotcha, Lost. Okay. Gotcha. All good. All right. Maybe need just a slightly bigger header, and then we could like kind of keep going a little. You know what I mean? Be a little bit better, but that's all right. The way it is, it's working. Chat, you want to go mow some grass? 26 whole horsepower. We could merge too. Never use that stuff. I guess I have once, but that was it. is definitely it. Or I need a tractor with a front three-point hitch and like a mulcher, and I could come out here and be mulching in between, you know? Now that would be funny. Oh, yep, need to empty the harvester or stop mulching. That would be amusing. Mow the yard? No. No. There is that John Deere little tractor in the mod hub, and I was joking that I was gonna put that on here. And then all of us would get one and we could like mow around the homestead with them. There's a trimmer in the mod hub and a scythe too. We could really have a clean looking, you know, homestead if we wanted to. Just saying. It would be kind of funny. I definitely don't need that. Any of it. Lawnmower races, yeah. Pretty much. Be kind of fun. Hey, go out here and mow all our waterways and stuff with like 6 or 8 of them, you know. It's a tiny little thing. I don't know. It's a John Deere. I forget the numbers on it. It's in the mod hub. I had our John Deere 111 out yesterday, doing some mowing actually with it at the farm. We have a spot kind of at the end of our chicken house. What used to be the chicken house, just concrete now. But between there and where we planted the rye for the pumpkins for this year, there's kind of not enough room for the big lawnmower. And I haven't cut it but like once all year, so yesterday I got the old 111 out and, you know, did some mowing with it. It was fun. The thing's it's just fun. Oh, the reel mower? Push reel mower? Yeah. Yeah, I remember them. My neighbor, growing up, one of my neighbors actually had a gas-powered reel mower, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. It was awesome. But it was, like, he had it, and I vaguely remember him using it once, but it broke, and then he just, like, never got rid of it for the next, like, 20 years. I don't know. It sat in his garage forever. And he never used it. I don't know what was wrong with it, but it looked cool. It definitely looked cool. But I do remember using a reel mower, yeah. I sure do. I actually used to mess with them, like, not a ton, but like once in a while. Because Dad would get them in at work, and he had a guy that would sharpen them. He had a 314, nice. So sometimes when they would be sharp, I would, you know, I gotta test them out, right? Gotta test out the reel mowers. You never know. Messing around more than anything, you know. Yeah, definitely remember the old reel mowers. We have an old, it's a Han lawnmower. It's like 18 or 19 inches, old Han. Thing's tiny and old, and it's ancient. I don't know how old it is, but it's old. Jacob, we'll catch you later. Have a good night. Although I haven't used that Han in a while. I think it's been sitting around since the flood, probably. I bet it's up. I think it's up in the loft still at the farm. Some of that stuff never came down after the flood, so it just kind of sits up there. But I bet if we got it down and put fresh gas in, it'd probably start on like the second pull. Because normally it starts on the first pull. So, yeah. It's pretty awesome. I think it was actually my uncle's mom's, like my uncle that married my dad's sister, like his mom's lawnmower back in the day or something. Oh, you worked at a golf course? Gotcha, Lost. Gotcha. Yeah, there's a guy in town that used to be like his specialty. He did that like nights and weekends and stuff after his real job, but he sharpened a lot for Dad over the years. Yeah, a lot of real mores. Yeah. I don't know that he does it anymore, but he did for a long time. Because there was him, and then there was another guy in town. That was kind of the, you need anything sharpened, you take it to this guy. And so, like, Dad would get in things at work and just take them to this guy. This guy, I mean, it didn't matter what it was. His like specialty was hedge trimmer blades. He was really good at those. He's an old timer. He's since passed, but he was awesome. Yeah, he sharpened a lot of things for Dad over the years. And you could take him anything from a kitchen knife to hedge trimmer blades, or yeah, anything in between. He would sharpen. Yeah, he was really good at that stuff. And his hedge trimmer blades were always very sharp when you got them back. So much so that we actually built a wooden box to carry them in, so that we don't have to touch them. Because they were super sharp. His son does it now, and they're pretty good still. Not like the old man. But yeah. Well, we're getting done on this field. I'd say over halfway done by the time we get the end rows off and stuff. Getting there, chat. I always wanted one of those big multi-gang like reel mowers from a golf course to mow at the farm. I don't know why, but I always wanted one of those, Lost. Like, our grass is not that good, you know, but I always wanted one. Even just to mow like once, you know, or a couple of times. Always thought that'd be fun. But yeah. Had a brother that used to work at a golf course as a lawn care guy. So he got to use those a lot back in the day. I guess that might have been like his, I don't know. But yeah, he worked there for a while. So the question is, do we take, I guess we don't have any silage in storage. That's actually, we don't have any silage right now. So we'll have to take out of the mixer. But we have 1.6 million TMR, so we'll have plenty of TMR to feed our cows. Which I think we can just fill these. And to be honest, I don't know that we need 3 of them anymore. We might go down to like 1 or 2 of these. Redo auto drive here just a smidgy bit. Pull under here. Fill that up. Yeah, this will work. I tried the 3-in-1 trailer on my test map, and it works, but it clips into that auger. And it looks kind of awkward. That baler it's either the baler or the trailer. Something over there is killing the sound. Just evaporating our sound completely. But that's probably what we'll do for feed. like that. Shouldn't be bad at all. Trailer's empty. Let's go back to the vehicle. That should work out well. At least I hope. Right. Charge is 80%, so we're doing good. And great. Looks like they've just issued a severe thunderstorm watch for parts of Texas. Not a lot, but parts. Interesting. Weather over the next couple of days, man, it's gonna be interesting, chat. Oh, I know. Could be very, very interesting. Something to keep an eye on for sure. Especially for the weather nerds like me. For sure. That's all right. Yeah, there were naders earlier in Kansas. Yep. I think naders in Kansas are going to be a thing for a couple days. Quite possibly. So. Yeah. Quite possibly. Which, you know, if they're out in the middle of Kansas and they're not, you know, plowing through neighborhoods, that's like the best thing, you know, if they're out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Sean, I shouldn't be getting too much. I mean, there's a chance of thunderstorms tomorrow, but as long as it's not like too bad and too close and like warned and stuff, just a little bit of a thunderstorm is not probably going to shut me down too much, you know. Be all right. I mean, I streamed through a thunderstorm the other day, technically. There was a lot of lightning the other day, but none of it was like close to me, if that makes sense. It was all like off in the distance. So if it does that again tomorrow or whatever, then we'll be fine. Saturday. And I think Saturday is actually clear here. Sunday could be a day, I guess. I don't know. But we'll be fine either way. If we have to stop for a little while and unplug stuff, then that's fine. It's all good. No worries. They keep adding to that, at least on my radar, Omega. It keeps updating more and more and more of that severe thunderstorm watch. Now it's part of Oklahoma too. But, yeah. It's all good. No worries. Naders, not that popular. I got you, Lost Joe. I got you. Well, there might be a whole bunch of naders around. Out in the Midwest for a little while here. Next couple of days could be interesting for sure, but is what it is. I can't do nothing about it. The big thing is just to, you know, have a way to get your warnings and be prepared. I mean, I always used to grumble when there was severe weather coming in. Mom would always tell all of us, get your shoes on. And that's one of the big things they say still to this day. You know, you got severe weather coming, get your shoes on. You don't know if you're going to have to walk across broken glass or 2x4s with nails sticking out of them. You never know. Not that that shoe is going to save you from that, but you know, the broken glass. you know, feel a lot better to walk on if you had shoes on. So, never know. It can get you. So still to this day, that's one of the things I do when there's severe weather. I always get my shoes. Put my shoes on. Try to make sure my phone's charged. That's another one I do all the time. Of course, most of the time I'm, watching the radar and stuff. So the phone is more so for my entertainment during the storm more than anything. Watching the radar, and a really good one is to listen to the scanner, because people are calling in down trees and down power lines, and you can really kind of gauge what the storm's doing based on how many calls for help. So that's kind of a good way, at least in my opinion, to kind of gauge what the storm's actually doing. The hurricanes, not the naders. Yep. You've experienced hail. Smashing house windows out. Yeah, I could see that being terrifying. I have not been through that. Yeah. I don't think I've ever been through like a big hailstorm. It's just like small hail is all I've ever seen. And yes, I'm going to knock on wood when I say that, chat. 2x4 for the wheel setup. Got it. I don't want to go through a giant hailstorm, I don't want that. I did hear an ad the other day on the radio talking about this car dealership that has a hail sale going on right now. Whole bunch of cars that got dinged that last big storm that we had. But yeah, kind of crazy. God, that baler makes some noises. 75 bales. They really did a good job with the sounds on this baler. When that door shuts, man, that slams. That thing downright slams. Oh man, which the theory is it's fast, so you got to get the bail chamber closed so I can make the next one, right? That's funny. That's funny. It's Tom. Mr. Tom.
Hey.
What's going on?
Oh, not much.
How's your captain?
Not playing that right now.
What?
Yeah, trying to figure out why my Steam is downloading so slow.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
All right. As you hold the mattresses, hold it, trying to keep the rain out. Oh boy. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah. Where's your download region set to? Oh.
Chicago.
Okay. That's probably where your ground station is, right?
Yep.
Oh. Have you tried... Big Al, we'll catch you later. Have a good night. Have you tried unplugging the flux capacitor and plugging it back in?
Yes, I have.
Oh.
It
well
definitely does not help.
I don't know what to tell you.
It did take me back to 1964.
Oh. That's kind of awkward. 19... Is that where they went? I don't remember.
No, I don't remember where they went back to the future, but I was confused why it took me back to 64.
That's kind of random, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. Oh, man. Whoop. I do like these trailers. These trailers look good. Just saying. They look real good. Steam be slow some nights. Happens. Well. Okay. So Tom, have you run a speed test, Tom?
Yes, I have.
And it's testing fine?
Yep.
Huh. That's weird. Maybe Steam just being Steam. Don't know.
Well, Steam needs to get their act together because I'm only downloading at 3 megabytes per second right
Oh
now.
no.
Yeah.
What are you trying to download?
Just updates.
Oh. Flight sim.
Yeah. Well, Flight Sim, you can actually figured that one out, how to get it to download faster. That one I had a limit speed set on that for some reason.
Ooh, that'll do it. Remember when Flight Sim launched and it was just like everybody was playing Flight Sim, but nobody was actually playing Flight Sim?
Yeah, that was annoying.
Yeah. Updating the world. Forever.
I actually did a boo-boo probably 2 or 3 months ago.
Okay.
I moved Flight Sim
Uh-oh.
file location on Steam,
Uh-huh.
but then it completely wiped out the download of the game, so I had to go through and re-download it all again.
Oh.
Like,
It wouldn't be bad if it would download like every other game.
yeah,
But it
just
like
download everything and unpack it later.
yeah, it downloads and installs, downloads and installs, and it's like, oh my goodness. It's so slow. Now I kind of want to try it. I don't think I've tried it on my fiber. It probably wouldn't be much faster though, honestly. Because of all the installing or unpacking or whatever it's doing. Crazy. That's
At least it wasn't as bad re-downloading it this last time, because I have the Starlink.
that's true. Yeah, your old Wi-Fi was pretty bad. Old internet, I should
Yeah. Yeah.
That old Starlink. Gotta love it. I was talking to my buddy Casey the other day, and something came up about internet, and he goes, "Yeah, go with that SpaceX internet." Or no, the Tesla internet. He called it Tesla internet. And I just kind of looked at him, and I was like, "Starlink?" He's like, "Yeah, that one." It's like, all right, got that Tesla Wi-Fi.
No, for what you pay for yours and what you get, it's definitely more worth it for you to keep yours.
Oh yeah.
I did find out the other day, though, when it was storming, that you can indeed view the Wise cams without an active internet connection.
Yes.
As long as you're connected to the same Wi-Fi.
Yes, you can. Yeah. Yep. I remember that from my Spectrum days when I never had internet. All right.
Yeah.
That is kind of funny there, Black Poison, yeah. And Lost, yeah, before Wi-Fi or before Starlink, I got you. I didn't realize you were Starlink too. There's becoming more people in this community that are on the Starlink. Quite a few people have it now. But, I mean, it's such a great option in so many situations. Like Tom said, my situation, obviously, no. I mean, I got fiber running like 10 feet that way. Like, it ends right up there. My modem's right there. So, obviously, it wouldn't make sense to go Starlink for me, but yeah. Now, if I ever get internet at the farm, like, Starlink could be an option. Could be. Probably not, but could be.
You're still using Mint Mobile, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do they have a hotspot thing
No,
available?
they do not.
Okay.
I mean, I could hotspot my phone a little bit. I don't have like a dedicated.
Yeah, you don't want to leave your phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because surprisingly, with this 5G out now, a lot of that home Wi-Fi stuff going that way is better than a lot of stuff too.
Well, so the problem that I have at the farm, and there is a workaround, because there's a workaround for everything. The problem I have at the farm is being in a metal building.
Yeah.
And I got you, Lost. I got you. At least on my phone, if I walk in the shed and my 5G's on, forget it. I can make emergency calls only. I can't do anything on my 5G hardly inside the shed. So I don't want to get one of those like Verizon home internet things, right? Because it's going to have the same issue. So you either get like a modem that you can put a SIM card into, and then you have to run an external antenna. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Or I saw the other day, there's this guy that does home internet. He actually works for an internet company, but they also partnered with like Verizon for those home internet modem things.
Yeah.
Or like outside of their coverage area. And they actually just put one of the Verizon modems in a weatherproof plastic enclosure on the outside of this dude's garage. And then ran an Ethernet from it inside. And I was like, well, that eliminates the external antenna. Because his was the same thing. He was on an all metal building. And yeah, I mean, I can see the tower from the farm. You know, we're about 3.5 miles from the tower. So
It's just the metal gets in the way.
Yeah, that 5G does not like metal. Colton, what's
4G
going on? How
doesn't
are
like
you?
it either.
I can actually turn my phone to 4G and get better than 5G.
Wow.
Inside the shed. Of course, if I go outside, 5G blows it out of the water. So it's kind of interesting.
The place where I work in our shop, we weren't able to get any cell signal in the back of the shop.
Mm-hmm.
So my boss got one of those WeBoost cellular things.
Yep.
And after we put that in, we've gotten cell signal all over the shop now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes it. Oh,
Sorry.
you're good.
Even before we put the external antenna on that system, it was boosting the cellular signal more than you thought it would.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So I have options. I mean, I just don't. The bigger question that I have right now kind of is with like the camera side. Like, you know, I wouldn't want Wise cameras because they're almost like not high enough quality. But at the same time, I probably would have some Wise cams. I don't know, like, if I have Wise cams set up down there on that network, I access them.
Yes,
like,
you can.
From anywhere?
Yep.
Like on the same account like that I already have?
Yep.
That's the part I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, because I'll be out in the middle of a cornfield and I'll get a notification that someone's home.
I know that, but I'm saying because they're on a different network.
Yeah.
Then
So long as the cameras have
guess it
access
doesn't
to
matter.
internet
yeah.
and you have access to internet, you
Yeah.
can view the cameras.
Okay. And then the other thing was like, if I go with some of those like, oh God, what are they called? Basically, it's IP cameras, right? So like they run off Ethernet, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know if I need a computer or if I can just like access those. I don't know how those work. Yeah.
It depends on what system you get. A lot of them will send you basically a base station that you plug everything into, and then you plug that into the internet, and then you should be able to access it everywhere. But
I don't. I need to talk to my brother-in-law. He just put in a system at their house.
yeah,
Well, let's put it this way. The cameras are up. I don't know if the whole system's going yet. For like the past 2 years, he's had Ethernet hanging out of his house in different places. And I noticed the other day when we showed up to cut grass, like all the cameras are up. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. So I don't know if he actually got it going yet or not. Not sure. Colton, what's up? What's going on? How are you? But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I wanted to get that like for this year, you know, so we still got time.
yeah, you got another
That was
8 months.
That was a 2024 goal. I got time.
You got 8 months. You're fine.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have before harvest.
Yeah, then you could sit there and just watch the harvesters go by.
Exactly. We can watch. Well, actually, there's wheat out behind the farm this year, which is like the first time ever because it's like heavier soil.
Yeah.
And then they'll plant beans. And then out in front of the farm, there's corn. And then a portion of that field has a center pivot this year for the first time. So that'd be kind of cool to see too.
Those center pivots are actually kind of cool to see in action.
Oh yeah, and neighbors got one too. Zach's family they were the first ones, and now there's like, since they put theirs up, there's been like 4 other center pivots built by different guys. So everybody's kind of catching on like, oh, you can spoon feed your corn all summer, water and nitrogen and whatever. Yeah.
There's one guy near me that, granted, it was down in a floodplain and it flooded one year and it got wrecked.
Yeah.
But it's been wet enough where he hasn't put one back in until this year.
Oh. Yeah, they're just not really a thing here.
Yeah.
But, you know, the guys that bought Grandpa's farm, their reasoning was like, you're not making any more dirt. The dirt that is for sale is super expensive. If you can find a farm to rent these days, it's super expensive to rent. So you might as well take care of the dirt you have and take your, maybe a field that's a little sandier that, could just benefit from more water and, go ahead and spend the money on it. Make it a higher producing field.
Well, the amount of guys in my area that, even though it's has been a dry year the last few years, there's some fields out there that are just constantly wet.
Yeah.
The amount of people who have been putting tile in those fields is insane.
Yeah, tile's not a thing here either. There's no tile. There's like one tile inlet that I know of in a field over yonder. But that's it. Yeah, nobody has tile here. Of course, there's nowhere to drain the water here most of the time. If you had it in a tile, you couldn't go anywhere with it. So, yeah. We're a little too flat down there by the farms. Yeah. But it's interesting to see these center pivots going up. The one that went up, the most recent one, it's freaking huge. I don't know how many towers it is, but it's massive. Absolutely massive. The one that went up on Grandpa's old ground, I think it's 1,200 feet.
Wow.
Or no. Yeah, no, I think it is 1,200 feet.
That's a big pivot.
Pretty good size.
But it makes sense.
Find a well. Lost Farmer, you know what's crazy? The wells are only 80 feet deep. 80 feet deep, you could get all the water you could ever want down by the farm. Of course, if you know where it sits, like the water tables, it's not deep. Yeah. The well that we have at the farm, which, back in the day, Grandpa had a well for, cows and pigs and, water all the animals and plus the house and all that, right? That's only 28 feet deep. That's our house, like our farmyard well. Which, of course, you're not getting a ton of water out of that. You're not going to run a center pivot off that. That's only, I think it's 1.5 inch pipe. Maybe a 2-inch. But that's it. But your 80-foot wells, they're like 8-inch pipe. That's all. Wow. Because years ago, those guys, the guys that put a center pivot up on the ground that Grandpa used to own, they put in risers for like a water cannon. And, yeah, they went 80 feet. Yeah, and then they put 8,000 feet of 8-inch pipe in the ground, too. So.
Oh, Leonard.
Half mile. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. Leonard, you're in big pivot country. I've seen it on Google before. Leonard's actually showed me his like family farm and stuff on Google. And it's wild. A lot of those farms in that area, it's like a little wedge. And that's where your farm is, where your house is, and maybe a grain bin or two, and maybe like a barn, whatever. And then around that, it's all field. But there's just a little wedge where your homestead is. That way your center pivot can water the whole field besides that little wedge.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. Got a dugout that fed the well. Interesting. Yeah, water's just not really much of an issue around here. We have too much of it usually. But yeah, 80 feet, all the water you could want. Pretty much. So. I haven't heard what the other guys put their well at, but probably less because they're closer to, water. We'll just say that. But yeah. Your water what time?
2 years back now, because it was an old clay casing well.
Oh.
We knew it was inevitable.
Yeah.
But that well was 80 feet deep, with the pump hanging at 70.
Wow.
And our new well got put in probably 5 feet to one side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that one had to go down to 90 with the pump hanging at 80.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
And see that whole pump hanging, like you put the pump down in the well, that's such a foreign thing to me too. Kind of, because like our well at the farm, the pump's in the pump house. It's not down in the ground. We ain't got that. Pump sitting in the building. You get a flood that comes or something, you got to go take the pump out and take it out, take it home with you. Yeah. Because again, we're only pulling 28 feet, so.
Yeah.
We pulled that well one time ourselves. That point. You got, 2 sticks of pipe and a sand point on there. And I don't know, there was some issue Dad thought we had with it, so he pulled that sucker, and I don't know. I don't remember what was wrong with it. It was a long time ago. And I think we put a different sand point on it. And we beat that pipe back in the ground ourselves with like a post pounder. You talk about a long day. Yeah. Of course, I was young. I just sat on the tractor, basically. But I do remember it. Yeah.
No, back when my dad was still milking cows, just to relieve some stress off that one well.
Okay.
He drilled another well in another location.
Yeah.
And that one's drilled down to 30 feet and the pump hanging at 20.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's amazing how moving a certain distance changes your depth of the well.
Kind of fun. I go to tell anybody around here about Sandpoint and all that, they look like
they don't know what you're talking about, right?
No. Of course, and again, the hanging pump or submersible pump.
Yeah.
How deep did you say yours was?
We don't have a submersible.
No.
The well we're running off of currently is an 80 or 90 foot well with the pump hanging at 80.
I remember, Sarge, you had to replace yours last year.
Yeah.
It was deep.
That was fun to pull. About 500.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Ouch.
I remember you said you had pipe laying all over your front yard.
Oh, yeah, back and forth and back and forth.
That's fun.
It was kind of one of those, you got the pulley system set up, got everything hooked up, and hooked onto it with a tractor and started driving.
Just keep driving, right?
Up and rehook and go some more.
Yeah.
That's fun. Well, that said an hour and 11 minutes about an hour and 15 minutes ago. That ain't bad.
Yeah. No, Pretty good.
That ain't bad at all. I'm curious to see how many bales we get. Once it's done here, it's almost done, but that ain't bad at all.
Nope.
We probably maybe should do some off that other field Saturday. Finish filling the building back up. Because we're at 117 right now. We're down to 32% additive. I don't know how full you actually were, like percentage wise. That's not bad.
Don't seem like it's using it.
Okay. Well, the harvester had it too, actually.
Yeah, so
Let's see.
it might not be.
The harvester was full and it's down to 56%. So I would say the harvester was using it.
No, it was when we had to have the new well drilled. It was kind of funny because they were in the probably a mile and a half down the road doing our neighbor's well a month ago, and they said, "Oh, we're gonna have to drill it down to 400 feet," and it's no. If it's anything like the old well, you got to drill it down to this point, and we'll be fine.
Plus, that would be interesting to like come down and work for a harvest. That would be cool. For sure. All right, are we done? All through, all done? Is that it? That's it.
All right.
It's got a partial bale in there. 78%, but can't do anything about that. So it made 119 bales off that field. That's not terrible.
Not bad.
Oh. Not bad at all. I think that's what, yeah, 119 bales out of 250. So yeah, we probably should run down to that other field and do some Saturday. A good Saturday morning activity or early afternoon activity, right? We'll have to make sure Life's here for it. He'll love it. Oh, where am I going? This doesn't need to go to the field though. Oh, we need to get, I'm going to run a tractor down there real quick and grab that thing. I don't remember what tractor it's with though. Just to have this for Saturday. Set it up now. Might as well. Because the theory would be we would, well, probably at least one of the wagons stay at the field. Maybe both those wagons, and then run the semi-truck back and forth. I guess. I don't know. I guess we could take the baler to the field and haul bales. I'm running down to the biogas plant and grab that thing real quick, and then we'll be calling it a day. Yeah, we'll do something.
I'm going to have to get...
I'll get Sarge. We'll catch you. Thanks for the help.
Oh, yeah. Anytime.
Hopefully we'll see you trucking tomorrow. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Maybe. All right. We'll be on at 5.
Alrighty.
Whenever. We'll be there.
Yeah. All right.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Rats. But that would be cool, Lost, to come down and work for a little bit. Go join a wheat crew. Custom crew. Start down in Texas and go all the way up. All the way up to Canada. I think that would be fun, but yeah, I think that would get old at the same time. I mean, I know you're always moving and going to different fields and stuff, but I don't know. Some of those crews harvest for like a long time. I don't know about that.
You probably think what I do would get boring.
Yeah, probably. Probably. It's literally the same. I can't hit my mute button. Different day, you know. Same stuff, different day, right?
Most of the time, yeah. Until you get the new guy in the tractor and he doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, those days get...
Yep.
Yeah.
Custom crews are a rough life. You're too old for that. I got you. I know a guy, especially if he had a CDL, he would hire you on the spot. A local farmer that nobody can stand. And that's why he's always looking for help. Because nobody can work for him. He's kind of a not nice person. Well.
Send me his phone number. I'll see if I can deal with him for a few months.
You got a CDL?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably hire you. Gotcha, Black Boys. Gotcha. Actually, I mentioned him twice now. Professor from when I was talking about the conveyal earlier. Same professor. He goes out. He goes back home and helps his family. Well, Sarge does that too sometimes. Yeah, he goes out and helps during harvest, which is cool. I think it's pretty neat. Oh, you know what? I bet that's in the way, isn't it, chat? Hold on. Basically full. I'm not worried. The manure is blocking the slurry tank. No. Little buff. It's fine. So what I'm thinking is we take this to the field, and then we chop, put it into this, and then load the truck. So 2 combines, 2 or 3 trucks. Gotcha. That's cool. You want to work for Laura or Larson's? Well, you should go work for Cole the Corn Star. You know, yeah. I don't understand some of these farmers on the internet. They have so many help, like so many people working on the farm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you look at the Browns, Brian Brown, right? I don't know if you're familiar, Tom, with him.
No, I'm not.
Okay, he farms like 3,500 acres, and it's basically his 75-year-old dad, Brian, who's like in his 40s, and then his brother, who's maybe like, I don't know, maybe 50. Or in his 40s. They might be both in their 40s or late, whatever, right? And then during harvest, they do bring in sometimes 1 guy, sometimes 2 guys, right? But that's it. Only during harvest, right? And sometimes I guess they do have another guy help out, like during grain hauling season and stuff, but that's it. But they're farming a fair bit. 3,500 is decent size. And then you look at like Cole the Corn Star, and there's like 5 or 6 guys full time. They farm 2,000 acres. It's kind of crazy, you know. It's like you have a lot of help. Cole's equipment is the wrong color.
I would definitely agree with you, Lost Farmer.
That's funny. Or like Zach's family farm. Forever, it was 3 guys. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you how much they farm, but like forever, it was 3 guys, and that's it. It was 3 guys. I mean, there's more now because a couple of the guys are, you know, 75 plus, so they've had to bring in some younger help, you know. Yeah. Did all the field work
I think a lot of
what?
I think a lot of it comes with the YouTube farmers, and even Millennial Farmer has said it, where surprisingly they make more off of YouTube than they do the farm.
Sure.
So if you're getting more views off of YouTube than another farmer, then you have more income coming in to help hire people. And
I don't know. Part of it is, you know, you go out and buy these giant combines, cough, Cole the Corn Star, and then you got to have like a bunch of trucks to haul it away. You know, you're only farming 2,000 acres. Maybe you don't need the giant combine, you know? I don't know. I'm not a farmer. I just play one on the internet. I just use Courseplay. I don't know why they don't use Courseplay in auto drive. I don't get it. It's not that hard. You just set it up, you know? It's not that hard.
Well, it's going to be a possibility here in the near future.
It really is. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That'll be something to look out into a field and just see nobody in the driver's seat of the tractor.
Right. There's just a dude sitting on the side of the field in a pickup truck, running everything off a tablet.
Yeah.
That's kind of already a thing. That next app can run full autonomous, so why not, right? All right, chat. One more thing, really fast, and then I'm out of here. One more thing. Well, maybe a couple. I want to get the mulcher going, just so I can get that done. Just saying. Want to get the mulcher going. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas too, chat.
This is probably a weird thing to say, but it almost seems like anymore, if you want to farm and you're a small farmer, you almost have to have a YouTube channel that's doing really well just to farm.
Yeah, you definitely need a source of off-farm income, yes. Especially this year.
Yeah.
This year is going to be really bad for a lot of farmers, unfortunately. Drive 6 hours and work for Mike Mitchell. There you go. That is a huge farm. I have watched his YouTube channel. It's been a while since I've watched. I have before, and yeah, it's that's a crazy operation there. That one's insane. All right, I love the look of this field after. Looks so good. Anyway, I'm a nerd. I know, chat. It's okay. All right, we're gonna get this guy going, and we definitely need to make some more round bales. We'll do that Saturday. That'll be the first thing we do Saturday, I guess. Tomorrow we're playing ATS. For tonight, we're done. Tom, thanks for coming in and hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for letting me talk.
You coming? You playing trucking with us tomorrow?
I'm hoping to.
All right. We'll talk to you then. Those of you watching over on YouTube, have a great rest of your day, and as always, toodles.